Is your fiction book actually good enough to be published? You asking this means you're already in the right headspace. Hi, I'm Jean, and I'm an indie author with 3 published books. And I have about 50 work-in-progress books that will most likely never see the light of day. But how do I decide which books see the world and which don't? First, let's get something out of the way. If your book is a passion project and you don't care about sales or money, publish it! Do it for yourself! Get that physical copy checked off of your bucket list. Life's too short to have regrets. So if that's your goal, click off and go publish your book right now. Now that that is out of the way, how do you know if your book is garbage? First of all, what are you offering your readers? There are 2 main categories of books. Educational versus entertaining. Educational is going to be your how-to books, history books, textbooks. Entertaining books are going to be your fiction, romance, horror, adventure. Educational books are needed, so it's a lot easier to decide if they should get published. Entertaining books, on the other hand, are just entertaining. What makes a good book versus a bad book is mostly up to opinion. But there are a few factors that make a good book good. This video is going to be about entertaining books, but I'll make a video on educational books in the future, so subscribe for that. Anyways, entertaining books. Everything should be compelling. The hook should grab readers, spark curiosity, and give them a reason to read. The concept should be new, creative, and fun. All the book elements should spark something. You do not need to reinvent the wheel. One interesting element can change everything. For example, Alvin and the Chipmunks. The fact that they are chipmunks changes everything about the story. It changes the relationship between Dave and the Chipmunks. Instead of a city or school, we are now seeing it in the perspective of the chipmunks, and their lives in general change completely by simply being animals. If it didn't have this element, it would not be nearly as popular as it is now. Speaking of Alvin and the Chipmunks, characters matter a lot. They need to have clear goals, relatable flaws, distinct personalities, emotional depth, and natural dialogue that moves the story. A good way to know if you have a compelling character is to ask this question. Would I feel anything if this character dies? When Mufasa dies, you feel bad because you relate to Simba. If Simba were to die, you would feel sad because you relate to Simba or like Simba. When Scar dies at the end of the movie, most people feel relieved. Those are 3 different types of grief for 3 different types of characters. The main character, a side character, and a villain. So regardless of what character type they are, they should have some sort of emotional death, even if it is relief or happiness that that character died. Next, you need tense conflict. There needs to be meaningful stakes, building tension, obstacles and challenges that push your character, and no excessive filler. Squid Games is a great example. You also need to be able to balance emotional elements. If a story is always tense, it's actually never tense. You need to be mixing up emotions and changing up the pacing constantly throughout your book. You can have a tone, but it shouldn't stay the same for the whole book. The ending of a book is unanimously the most important part of a story. You need to be able to tie up loose ends, complete character arcs, have a reveal or twist that makes sense, and have a conclusion that is both satisfying and earned. It should also spark some type of emotion, and or make you rethink what you once believed. Your emotions can be positive or negative, failure or victory, heartbreak or true love. But you should feel something. For beliefs, it could be the government, religion, people, or morals. These are the main elements that create a good book, but there are many more. Books should always be compelling, emotionally balanced, have good characters, tension, and a solid ending. If one of these elements is lacking, that is okay. You have time to fix it. If your story lacks the majority of these elements, you should put publishing on hold and workshop your idea. If you lack all of these elements, get a new idea and start over. As long as you have passion, ideas, and a drive to keep trying, you will be able to publish a book that you are proud of. That's just the truth. If you have any questions about what we have gone over, or would like me to dive deeper into a specific genre or topic, please leave a comment letting me know what you would like to see. Okay, bye.